Hey guys, it's me. Here is my newest obsession. It's called Chalk Couture, and I'm going to show you a quick project today. And I'm going to use this transfer is what it's called. It says, today I choose chocolate or joy. Wonder which one I'm going to use. So I already have one board I've already done, and so it says, when in doubt, add glitter. Super cute. And try not to use glitter if at all possible, or glitter that's super fine because it gets everywhere. So as a matter of fact, there's glitter on the back of this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one, I'm going to flip it around and do a design on the back. So one board, two different designs. So here we go. And hopefully you can see me. I'm going to get rid of this glitter real quick before I get started, because I don't want it everywhere. So I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to just lay it down like this. Get rid of the glitter, because we don't want our glitter all over our transfers. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open this up, and you cut these in pieces. So it doesn't have to stay in this one piece of transfer. You cut them up so they have like little lines in them, and so I'm going to cut this. Just take some scissors. So now we have 3 transfers. So you don't have to do them all at once, you just do pieces at a time. So I think I'm going to do joy. Today I choose joy. So what we're going to do before we get started is I'm going to get me a Sharpie, and I'm going to put today I choose on the back of this. That way, when you use your transfer and you clean it, you'll know what piece it goes on. So I'm going to put that to the side, and this one I'm going to put joy. There's so much glitter. I'm going to do kind of what it looks like so I can kind of know for sure what it looks like. See, pretty close, not too bad. Okay, I'm going to let those sit to the side, and so now I just got to figure out what color I want. So I think what I'm going to do is choose white. So this is our chalk paste. And so it has glitter on it too. So we're going to open this up, and I'm very new at this, so I don't have all the tools that is required to do a lot of this stuff. So there's usually like a little mixing tool that you could purchase. I haven't done that yet, but I'm just going to make do, and I'm going to use a screwdriver. So here we go. I hope it does not change the effect that it has on your project. I don't think it will, because of it being metal or steel or whatever it is. So I just mix it up really good, and they say you want it to be the texture of like cake batter or sour cream. So I'm just going to mix it up, because if it's been sitting for a little bit, it does kind of separate, I guess. It has some oils in it, so you want it to get mixed up again really good. So I've got that really nice and mixed up. I'm going to put this in my bath water, well, my little tub of water over here. You can see that at another time. So got that ready, and I think I'm going to go ahead and put the joy on first. So you're just going to peel it all up like this and separate it from the backing, and make sure it doesn't have any glitter on it. So make sure that's nice and clear. We're going to take our transfer, and I'm going to put it where I think the middle is. So you might have to stand up or whatever, but I think I'm going to put it, and it's not, so actually what you should do, like I told you, I'm new at this, is they do sell these terry cloth kit things that you could put your transfer down just like I'm doing right now, and it will help fuzz it so that the sticker back is not as sticky. So I'm going to push it down and I'm going to peel it back up, and I'm going to push it down real good, and I'm going to peel it up. So if you don't have the terry cloth thing that they sell, you can use a dishcloth. Make sure it's clean. Now it won't be so sticky, and I can, you know, it won't stick real hard. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put this down a little bit. So right about here. So this is how I do it. So you just make sure it's nice and smooth. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and take I cut this in half just so I have a little extra tool, I guess you'd say, but it comes like this, and you can use it like that, but I cut it in half. So I have a small one and a big one now, but you could order. So you're just going to take a little bit of the chalk paste. Doesn't require very much. And you go ahead and put this on your project. So you're just going to smooth it on there. Just like that. And cover all the actual words, not just the whole, you don't want to cover the whole thing, just the lettering or the design that you have. So, it's on my finger. Of course it would be on my finger. So I'm new at this, so, you know, just bear with me. Okay, so I've got it all covered on all the letters. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to pick up all the excess that we don't need. That way you don't have to use as much. And you could save some of the chalk paste. So you're just going to pull it up just like this. And you want to work somewhat quickly, because if you are like me and you like to have the fan running, it dries really quickly. But if you don't have the fan running, it should be fine. So once you've got that, you're going to pretty quickly grab the end of it and just pull it up. And look how pretty that is. Turned out pretty good. You take this and put it in your pan of water, which I have over here, you cannot see. So I just lay it down face down and have the sticky part up. And I'll just leave it there until I'm done with my project. So let me go ahead and close this up real quick. You want to keep your pastes nice and tight and closed. All right, and obviously I'm going to take pink, which is, what is the color of it? Peony is the name of it. And this obviously is bright white. So peony, this is a really pretty pink. So I'm going to let this dry just a little bit. So what I do is I take another piece of the transfer and I do it like this, or you can take a blow dryer or a heat tool, and I don't do it too hot. I put it on the first setting where it's not hot, and you just kind of have it blow on there. Go ahead and finish this, because you really don't have to let it dry unless you're putting something over what you've already done. So that makes sense. Okay, so I'm not going to use chocolate. I'm going to use Today I Choose. So make sure there's no glitter on it. Okay, Today I Choose. So I'm going to peel that off. Super quick and easy. Put that to the side. You take your transfer, you put it on your terry cloth, and you get the stickiness out of it. So you do it just a couple of times. Okay, there we go. So I've got it ready. So I'm going to put it right on the top. I'm going to put it a little lower down, closer to this, because I might want to put a bow on this side of it or another design around it. We're just going to do this and try to get it as centered as you can. Okay, go ahead and make sure it's nice and smooth. I do pink or peony, so I'm going to open this one. This one seems to be a little bit drier, so what you could do is you could add a little bit of water into it, just a couple of sprays. So I've got my little Stampin' Up! Mr. Spritzer thing, and I'm going to just do 1-2 squirts. That's it. And then I'm going to take my screwdriver, and I'm over here cleaning it in my little tub of water here. Let me get a paper towel and wipe it off. You always want to have paper towels handy so that you don't get it everywhere. And I really should have a apron on, but I don't have it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this stirred up. Mix it up a little bit. Let me show you the consistency of it. Kind of like, almost like a really soft bubble gum. That's what it reminds me of because it's pink, or sorry, peony. Okay, so I'm done mixing that up pretty good. Okay, put that back in my bath. All right, I'm gonna take this thing, I've already used it, so I'm gonna wipe that off real fast. And what I do is I have my little sponge thing in the tub of water, and I'm just, since it's soaked up with water, I'm just rubbing this thing across the top of it. I'm getting majority of the stuff off. All right, so that's why you need paper towels, so you can wipe everything off. So here we go. We're gonna do the peony. All right, super easy, super fun, super quick. And you really don't need a whole lot for this. So what I should have done is use the smaller one because it's a little bit of a smaller area. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let me put this away real fast. I'm gonna use my smaller one. So, okay, here we go. Super quick, super easy. We don't need that much. Just a little bit, and then I'm just kind of scraping the excess off so you can save it. So you put it right back into your jar. It really doesn't take much at all. All right, then you just peel this off. Love it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in my bath. Well, it's not really a bath. It's a pan of water. It's not really a bath. Okay, so there's that. And what I'm gonna do, which I thought would be kind of fun, is to add, I thought about it, but I'm not sure if I want to now, is to add this little thing right here, maybe up here. I don't know. I think just to dress it up a little bit. I think just on the top. I think that would be kind of cool. So what I'm going to do, again, you want to write on the back of it. And this one's going to be, let's see something. Okay, so it's going to be, and then something like that, you know, whatever. At least I'll know what it looks like, which one it belongs to. Okay, see? Just like the other one, right? Okay, so again, you're just going to peel this off. Okay, put it over there. And I'm going to put this on the top. I think I will. Let me get that, make sure it's not, there we go. All right, here we go. Oh, we got to fuzz it. It's called fuzzing, I think is what it's called. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. If I'm wrong, sorry. Like I said, this is probably the only, like maybe the 5th time I've ever done this before, so, you know, bear with me. Okay, and with glitter, you don't want it to get on the sticky side because it'll take forever to get it off, or you won't be able to get it off at all, and you certainly don't want it in your little screen part, so, because it won't let the paint or the chalk go through. Okay, so I'm going to put this right in the middle, and I'm going to try to get it as close as I can to the Today I Choose, but I don't want it to be too close because it's still a little wet, and I don't want it to pull that up. So we're going to take the white out again, the bright white. And we're going to do, I may not have to stir it up as much or at all because it may not be that bad. It's still pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to take the small one again. All right, so I just got it a little wet. And I'm cleaning it off with a paper towel. Just like that. Super easy. Okay. So we're going to just let I did that. So you just take a little bit. Probably don't even need that much. That much. Okay. And we're going to Try not to get it all over her fingers or splatter it to the other design, but you know, that might happen. So you gotta kind of be careful. There. So that's already done. So I'm just scraping the excess off. So fun. Oh my gosh, this is so quick and easy and fun. It's a little bit messy, but hey, who doesn't like to get messy? Okay, here we go. So I'm going to peel this up really carefully. You want to peel it from the sides, not from the corner, because then you might stretch and distort your thing, your transfer. So I'm going to put that in the bath. Okay, so there, you could probably add some more things to it, but this is pretty cute actually. Let me get all the little dry pieces off before I show you the final project. Okay, so there is your project. So you have 2 signs in one. There you go. There's that one. And today I choose Joy. Super cute. But be careful with the glitter. So it gets everywhere. So I'm going to put this to the side. Hang on, let me figure out. I'm going to just leave it right here because it's kind of, the glitter's everywhere. I'm going to let that dry. So that is pretty much how it works. I will show you here. And I'm going to move this over. And I'll show you the bath. So I just get like a cake pan or whatever. Hopefully you can see this okay. Here's my screwdriver. So I just get it wet. Usually the handle doesn't fall in there all the way. Eventually I'll order the other parts, the ones that you actually use to stir everything with. Okay, so here's my little sponge. So I just wipe this down like that. Super quick and easy. Let me get me another paper towel just because I want a new one. That one's a little wet. So I'm going to put this over here. Just showing you how I clean it. Who knows? Maybe you don't know how to clean them. I don't know. Okay. Now, what I do, this is fun. This is actually pretty fun. So this is the first one I did. So it's pretty much already clean for the most part. So I'll flip it back over to the other side. I'll take my sponge. You could order these as well. And I'm just going to kind of gently rub. And you could do it on the smooth side or the wet side or the rough side because there's 2 different sides. And you just kind of gently rub it along your transfer. Try not to make too much of a mess. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Here we go. Alright, done. So that one is clean. Just like that. Well, let me make sure it's clean enough. Hold on 2 seconds. There's a little bit over here. And probably if your water wasn't quite so deep, you could probably scrub it pretty good. Let me see what's over here. Okay. Oh, there's a little piece. Okay, so now I got, I keep splattering the water. So that one's pretty clean. So I'm going to put it over here on my towel. I don't know if you can see that or not. And I'm going to lift it up and put it in here. And then, once I order that terry cloth one, it's going to be so much easier. Alright, so here are these pieces. I'll flip over the starburst, I don't know what you call it, and just kind of gently rub on it. That's not too bad, doing it like that too. And then it's clean. Just like that. I'm going to put that on there. Do this one. Flip it over. And you're going to do this. Rub this on here. Get all the chalk off of there. Because if you don't, then you won't be able to do your transfers. Put this to the side. And this is what you don't want. You want to make sure you wear your aprons because it gets everywhere. Okay. So I'm going to lift this up. I'm going to put this right here. And this one right here. And just press on them. And then they're pretty dry for the most part. Okay. So you're going to take it. Do a little bit more. And then you're going to take it, your little pieces that you drew on, you're going to put it on the other side. So that's pretty dry. There you go, just like that. And then that way you could use it over and over. Here's the other one. Try this side real quick. Okay. Today I choose Joy. Super cool. There's that one, and then one more. Let me find it. Right here. So that one's pretty dry. And just kind of look over it, make sure there's nothing on it that you want to rinse off. Okay. There you go. Put that on there. And there you go. You can use them all over again. You can use them like 10 or 12, 15 times, something like that. If you take care of them, you could probably use them a little bit longer than that. So, but that's how you do Chalk Couture. So, yeah. If you're interested, just go to chalkcouture.com and look me up. And if you decide to join, it's $99. You get $240 worth of product, and that's quite a bit. So you get, let's see, I just saw it a minute ago. This is our catalog, and only designers get these. But here is one of the kits, a sample of the kit. So it's $99, and you get $240 of product. But here is what is included, or something similar to that. It may be a different couple of transfers because they go by seasons. So there's that. But if you choose to become a designer with Chalk Couture, look at all the different designs and things you could put on them. And you could purchase the frames that you want. You could purchase all the boards from here. Let me find where that is. I'm not sure if it's in the back or the front. Here we go. All the canvases and the frames and the boards, different shapes and everything. So, and here's the framed out board. So there's lots and lots of things in here you could do. So just go to chalkcouture.com and look me up. And if you decide to join, let me know. And we'll talk to you later. Okay?